Ayan. So, ayan. So, ito yung topic natin. Another topic is the calculating and expressing accuracy of measurement. Okay. So, paano natin kinakalculate? Okay. So, sinusolve yung accuracy. Kung gaano ka-accurate yung measurement natin sa accepted value. Then, so, absolute error. So, under the accuracy, meron tayong two types. The absolute error and then the other one later. Okay, once na sinabi natin absolute error, this is the actual difference between the experimental value and the accepted value. So, once na sinabing difference, pagkakaiba, so, in a mathematical equation, so subtraction siya, yung operation. So, ng experimental value nyo, okay, so yun yung nakuha yung value or measurement and then the accepted value. Malalaman natin, absolute error. Okay, so the formula will be EA is equivalent to E minus A. So, ano po yung ini-stand ng mayan? So, wherein the EA is the absolute error, E is for the experimental value, and A is the accepted value. Again, pag absolute error, okay, kinukuha siya by the difference or subtraction of experimental value and accepted value. Okay, example. Later na example pala. Okay, so number 2, relative error. So, kanina, absolute error. Ngayon naman, yung relative error. Paano natin kinukuha? Ano po ba yung relative error? So, the absolute error expressed in percentage, also referred to as the percentage error. So, once na yung absolute error na nakuha natin is in the percentage form na. So, ang tawag po dyan ay relative error. So, how to get the relative error para makuha natin yung percentage? So, we have the formula ER is equivalent to EA over A times 100. Where ER is the relative error, EA is the absolute error, and then we have to divide it in the accepted value, then multiply by 100. Okay? Okay, so let's have an example sa accuracy. Ito yung situation to kanina. Student B was asked by his teacher to measure the temperature at which the water from the beaker boils. Upon checking the thermometer, he had reported the temperature is 99.80 degrees Celsius. The accepted value is 100.0 degrees Celsius. Find the absolute and relative error. So, makita natin sa absolute error, letter A, E minus A. So, yung experimental niya is 99.8, which is the measurement he got. Okay. Then, subtract to 100 degrees Celsius, yun yung accepted value. Then, makukuha natin yung negative 0 degrees Celsius. Dahil absolute siya, lahat ng ilalagay sa absolute will become positive. Okay, so this will be positive 0.2 degrees Celsius. Okay. After getting the absolute error, get the relative error, the percentage. Okay. So, sa percentage, yung nakuha mong absolute error, i-divide mo lang po sa 100, which is yung 100, yun yung accepted value natin. 0.2 divided by 100 is equivalent to 0.002. Okay, divide 100. Okay, so 0.002 times 100 para maging percentage. 0.2. Okay, so 0.2, so ito ay, okay, yung answer dito ay mali. Okay, so 0.2 lang yung percentage. Okay? Kapag less than 1% ng 100, okay, so yung 1, ayan, less than siya ay masasabi nating accurate. Okay, masasabi natin siya accurate once na less than 1% ng accepted value yung nakuha nyo. So, kanina ito yun. Okay, try natin. So, ano po ba yung 1% ng 100? So, answer is 1. So, kailangan na makuha yung percentage error is less than 1. Okay? So, less than 1, so ang nakuha natin is 0.2%. So, which is accurate. Shows accuracy. Okay? So, ngayon, ito answer nyo. Try nyo. Gab was asked by his teacher to measure the volume of the water from the beaker. Upon checking the Erlenmeyer flask, he had reported the volume is 20 ml. The accepted value is 25 ml. Find the absolute and relative error. So, ayan po, yan yung magiging another asynchronous activity nyo. So, ayan, solve nyo siya sa paper, and then, isasabihin nyo sa akin. So, bibigyan ko kayo ng deadline. Okay, pupost ko yan sa FB group. Okay, so precision. So, sa precision, it is agreement among several measurements that have been taken the same way. Okay, so, between measurements na nakuha nyo to. So, precision is generated when measurements that were taken repeatedly are closely related to one another. To calculate precision, lobat na ako, we make use of absolute deviation and relative deviation with the percentage acceptance is less than 1%. So, ito naman, less than 1% na rin. Meron under dito, si absolute deviation at relative deviation. Okay, so how do we calculate the precision measurement? Yung error. So, number 1 is absolute deviation. It is the actual difference between the experimental value and the average of several measurements taken for the same physical quantity in the same way. So, difference, minus ulit. So, absolute deviation is equivalent to experimental value minus the mean or M. So, paano po yung mean? It is the average. Aba, may iba't iba tayong measurement. Tapos, i-add nyo lang yun, i-divide nyo kung ilan sila, makukuha nyo yung mean or average. Yan. dA is the absolute deviation, E is experimental value, and M is the mean. Okay. Relative deviation. Okay, D yan. Okay. The absolute error expressed in percentage, also referred to as percentage. Ayan. Copy ating isa. Okay, so, ayan, relative deviation. So, parehas lang. Yung nakuha nyo kaninang absolute deviation, yung average nun, yung nakuha nyo yung lahat ng yun, i-add nyo, tapos i-divide nyo ulit kung ilan sila. Tapos, i-divide nyo kung ano yung mean. Tapos, times 100. So, paano po yan? Check natin siya. Ayan, absolute deviation, relative deviation. Ito, relative deviation yan. Ayan, mali lang yung kopya. So, ito, example. So, we have 3 setups dito. Yung measurement 5.5, 5.6, and 6.0 minutes. Yan, yung experimental value natin. So, una, yung 5.5 minutes. Okay, yun muna. So, paano po na ko yung 5.7 minutes? Okay? Yung 5.7 minutes, yun yung mean. Paano po yung nakuha yung 5.7 minutes? So, you have to add the 5.5 plus 5.6, yun yung given natin, plus 6.0. And then, you have to divide it kung ilan sila, 3. So, mag-equivalent yan ng 5.7. Yan. So, yun yung ginamit nating mean sa lahat. Okay? So, ngayon, unahin mo muna yung 5.5. 5.5 minus 5.7. So, negative 0.20. Dahil absolute deviation, absolute, positive 0.20. Sa letter B, 5.6 naman. Minus mo sa mean. 5.6 minus 5.7. Negative 0.10. Absolute siya, magiging positive 0.10. Then, last, 6.0 minutes. Okay, experimental natin, 6.0 minus yung mean natin, which is 5.7 minutes. Okay, so makuha yung point 30 minutes or yung positive point 30 minutes. After makuha ito, yan. So, ito yun yung absolute, kunin natin relative deviation. Yung absolute deviation, average niya. Paano po iyon? Inakuha mo dito sa 5.5, 0.20 plus yung sa letter B, 0.10 plus 0.30. Divide mo kung ilan sila. Okay, so ayun po yung magiging DA mo or absolute deviation average. Okay, so makuha mo dyan 0.20. Okay. So, 0.20 means divide mo dun sa mean. Ayun yung ginamit nating 5.7. Tapos, times 100. Okay. Calculator. Divided by 5.7. Halabas to. Okay. Then, times natin sa 100. Lalabas to. Hindi ko lang alam bakit naging 0.035. Okay. So, 3.508. Okay. So, ngayon, sabi dito, para daw maging precise, una-una pa lang, we make use of absolute division, relative division with a percentage acceptance less than 1%. Kung ganito ang magiging labas niya, yan. Kung hindi siya less than 1%, okay, hindi siya less than 1%, hindi to acceptable. Kung dito siya, ayan, magiging acceptable siya kasi less than 1% siya. So, check nga natin, bakit nagiging kayang okay, then times percent. Alam ko, kapag nagpe-percentage tayo, times 100 lang. Okay. So, according sa ano lang to, book, kaya, yun, 0.03. Tapos, kapag 100% mo naman, ayun. Basta times 100 niya para maging percentage. So, ito yung inyong task. Ayan, gahanapin niyo yung relative deviation ng whole set readings. Ayan. Okay. Okay, next meeting na to. So, ayun yung, nagla